Tanzania umekuwa tu mgeni wetu.
We also compare notes to them. We harmonize the campaign settings such that, and then 8 campaign brigades until 48 hours before the 9th day of August. Now, other activities that the county deputy returning officer, those will be contractual staff. If you are very keen, you must have noticed. It is a collective mandate. It is a collective venture that without you, without the civil society organizations, no one will ascertain the credibility. Once again, thank you so much for inviting me, and thank you for holding such a meeting.
I'm the Deputy Region.
The DCI, the SIPU, intelligence, among others. Remember, we have said about peaceful coexistence. I think we are going to expound on this. Then, of course, we have been challenged by the judiciary and ODPP that we must do a thorough investigation on issues to do with the election, so that we are able to respond to alerts.
Or what we call a regional multi-sectoral coordination and collaboration forum on election preparedness. It is actually coming out very clearly. The issue to do with hate speech, incitement, that is one area that we are very keen as a committee, and I will make sure we monitor, including and mainly our social media. You know, we have a very vibrant social media in our country because of the liberalization of airwaves and all this, but we are also telling Kenyans, particularly our youth, to be very careful. They even fake persons' accounts, send wrong messages, and create unnecessary emotions, so that they wipe emotions and whip emotions to bring unnecessary animosity among the various communities. We also want to tell, just as an observation, that once in a while you have also seen the media partly being biased. We cannot accuse and condemn the entire media. We really want your support, because as opinion shapers and as a channel of communication, kindly let's have balanced reporting. So biased media reporting and misinformation can easily ignite conflict and election-related violence in our country. We have issues of organized criminal gangs. Nakuru is not exceptional. You know the guys who are well known and referred to the criminal gangs. But I want to tell you, for the last 1-2 months, we have been able to dismantle their networks. We have even anti-reform groups by the National Police Service, working with other sectors of the society. Ethnic animosity has always been there, what we call intercommunal conflict. We are very careful, and that's why we want to bring our elders on board, the peace committees. We have reactivated our Nyumba Kumi, the community policing, our religious leaders, to make sure that anybody who is preaching hatred is dealt with. Land and boundary disputes is another issue that we are also keenly monitoring. Then, of course, surge in civil aviation. During these campaigns, every politician will want to show their might. So what we are saying is that there's going to be increased use of air mobility. And we have communicated, and we are in liaison with civil aviation to make sure any pilot to any part of the region or this country will notify the police officers on the ground, so that they are kept away from the public for their own safety and for the safety of those on board. So we expect the pilots to really cooperate on this. Pombe Haram, of course, illicit brews and substance abuse, easily available. So cheap liquor is one thing that has always been used by politicians to intoxicate our youths. So we are careful, and we have agreed that we are going to enhance surveillance to make sure this is dealt with. Sexual and gender-based violence has always been a concern on the part of our women, the ladies who are aspiring for various positions. We want to assure them that we are aware of this, and we'll give them all the necessary protection and support. Yes, we have the Kerio Valley belt, which has been experiencing issues of cattle rustling and banditry, but we also need to appreciate the measures that we have been able to put in place as a government, including deployment of special units, well-equipped, the NPR now in their hundreds. We have agreed that the government is going to deploy all the resources at our disposal. And that's why we are saying multi-agency. The various sectors of the society, the security agencies are all there to team up. And unlike in the past, you can see the kind of conversation, the kind of narrative. We want to keep this debate alive until we are done with the election, before, during, and after the election. Actually, we have been to the side of Kerio Valley. We are headed with a team there on Monday to Kainuk, which has been experiencing, some conflict between the Turkana and the West Pokot counties. So we are there to have what it takes to make sure we have a peaceful, credible election.
Umesikia mmoja wetu elda moja akisema ya kwamba hao huwa wanafanya mikutano ya wazee peke yao. Wakati mnaacha wamama nyuma, unajua wanafanya nini? Wanachukua hawa youth wenye ni wadogo, wanaanza ku excite kwa sababu wako very close to mothers, the boys. So hawa youth wakienda wanapatiwa pesa, wanakuja wanagawia wamama kidogo. Sasa wamama wanawapikia chakula, wanaenda kufanya maafa. Wakirudi wako very close to mothers. Wazee wameenda mikutano zao huko. Kwa hivyo wazee mhusisha wamama kwa mikutano zenyu ndio waje kuincite youth. Msiwe mkifanya mikutano ya wazee peke yao. Wamama nao pia wanawapikia hao vijana wadogo. Hao vijana wadogo hawana ID, remember that. Kwa sababu hawana ID, wana depend sana kwa wamama. So they are very close. So mzee hajui nini inaendelea. So sisi tunahamasisha wamama kupitia viongozi. Sana sana wamama wako na women groups. Tunatumia hizo women groups, tunatumia viongozi wa mama walio makanisani kuhamasisha kwamba tafadhali wasaidie vijana wetu ambao hawajapata